I have been testing some of the specs after the latest balance patch and decided to give Power Willbender a check since the power weapons were buffed and I really liked the playstyle. So, is Willbender the underdog of the Guardian spec? Well, good news, the spec is better now and the small change to virtues and the buffs to power weapons brought it in line with Dragon Hunter. So, in my opinion, it is not the underdog anymore, which might make you think, why play Willbender when Dragon Hunter keeps getting buffed for a few patches now? Which is a good question, but for me it feels like I do not have that much defense and mobility with Dragon Hunter. The only place where I find it better is range combat, since Willbender only has range utility skills. Let me show you the build and gear that I have been experimenting with over the last few days. I'm using full Berserker gear with Runes of the Scholar. For weapons, I'm using a greatsword and double swords with sigils of force and accuracy, with the build that you see on the screen. I know by now you're questioning why use the sword in the offhand slot. The reason for that is I like having another gap closer and the DPS is only a bit lower than using focus. At least this is what I'm telling myself. The real reason is I use it because it looks cool. Let me show you the DPS I was able to achieve on the golem with minimal knowledge of the spec, generic gear, cheap food and no weapon stowing. As you can see, it is pretty decent, and is something very usable in open world. I would actually add a few dragon pieces to have a bit bigger health pool. In comparison to the Condi version, it is not that bad looking at the benchmark numbers. In terms of keys pressed, the Condi version is a lot better and simpler. Let me show you a first try benchmark with cheap food and no weapon stows. As you can see, the Condi DPS version is still good and reliable. Overall, Willbender is in a decent spot and very fun to play in my opinion, and I recommend the power build showcased in the video for open world. If you want to see more content like this, please let me know in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed the video, please click the like and subscribe buttons.